Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Sunday's Thoughts episode in 2023. Okay, this is the first episode of 2023. Look, and just in case you forgot who this was, this is the Matters of the Heart podcast. This is Rashonda. I talk about inspiration, motivation, wellness, and mind peacefulness here. I share experiences, advice, and knowledge to help you and myself improve our life and learn more. The content is always 100% positive. Listen, and I am your host. Okay. So yeah, we're in a new year. We're in a new year. And, someone said the other day, well, I don't believe in resolutions. And I told them I don't either. Okay. I believe in truths. All right. I was listening to Trent Shelton one day, and he was talking about resolutions, and he was talking about goals. But he was like, goals, when you say I got goals are something that you're still trying to attain. But a truth is there's a difference, right? So what happens when you get into this new year, new you, doing new things, and then you know what happens after January, right? Even if not before January, we tend to kind of lose momentum into the things that we said we were going to do. So today, that's what I'm going to talk about, and I'm just going to get right into it. And today's episode is entitled "The Other Side of If." The other side of if. What do I mean by that? Well, we're going to talk about it. So stay tuned, my friend. Okay, I'll be right back. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Happy 2023. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we're here. Then again, I can, but in a sense, I really can't, because 2022 went by like the flash. Like, really, there are some months that's just a blur to me. Like, I don't even remember it, okay? I don't even remember the second leg of 22. But anyway, Happy New Year to you. Welcome back to another Matters of the Heart with Rashonda, Inspirations with Rashonda, whichever platform you listen into this on, YouTube or the podcast. Welcome back. Listen, and since we are in a new year, so since this is January, this is the time where everyone, and I mean everyone in the world, makes New Year's resolutions, right? And then, I think within the last couple of years, a lot of people have kind of kicked the resolutions thing to the curb. And so have I. But I was doing goals, right? I was like, well, kick the resolutions to the curb. I'm going to do goals. But then I'm like, I listened to something by Trent Shelton, and he said goals is something that you're still trying to attain. So we're not going to talk about goals. Guess what we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about truths. Okay. So when I came into this year, actually before I came into this year, I wrote down a lot of truths that's going to happen this year. But it will happen. But you got to get this one word, like, you got to kick this one word like to the curb, just like you kicked resolutions to the curb. You got to kick this one word to the curb. And what word is that? If. The other side of if. So honestly, if has kept me in like a bubble for quite some time. And why do I say that? Because if you really look at it, you go 6 months or so many months, you start off really good doing something. And then next thing you know, a month, 2 months later, you stop doing that thing that you said that you were going to continue to do. And that could be anything. It could be losing weight. It could be writing a book. It could be doing something. Hey, I want to save more money. It could be I want to build my spiritual man. It could be anything. And you start off well. How many good starters do we have, right? But how many good finishers do we have, right? So the thing is, we can start well, but a lot of us don't end well. And then that's when our good old enemy, if, comes in and he puts all this regret and sadness over you, and then have you reminiscing about, I wish I had, if I had not stopped, if I had continued to write the book, if I had just not had too many, pizzas. I could have ate out once that week, but I decided to eat out 7 days, every day that week. If I had saved the money, okay, I could have went on the trip that I wanted to go to. If I had just started on the book, or finished the book, it could be, it could be in stores right now. Like somebody could be buying it. There could be some extra revenue. If I only had, if I, whatever. So this is the thing. We're going to go on the other side of if this year. And what do I mean by that? By doing like Trent Shelton said and speaking some truths. Okay, I am going to finish the book. And this is going to require a lot of effort on your part to push you to do the things that, you want to do. And I'm talking about, go for it, even when you're tired. I don't know about you, but it's like every time I have done an exercise routine, I'm so good. When it comes to drinking gallons of water, I'm so good. I start so well. And for about a month or two, it's like a good run until life happens. Maybe one day I'm not able to get to the gym. Maybe one day I left my water jug at home. Maybe something else happened. And then I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to just pick back up tomorrow. And then you do it, you forget again. And then, oh, I'll just pick it back up the next day. And then the next thing you know, the next day is 2 years later. So the thing is that you have to push yourself to keep moving, to keep, to keep moving forward. No matter what's happening, what's going on, you're going to have to stick to your guns. So what I want to talk about today is just something that I wrote to some ladies on a Facebook group that I'm a part of. It's a private Facebook group, but I wrote them some words of encouragement because I'm dealing with if. I'm going through some things right now that I'm like, okay, God. Okay, Rashonda, like you're going to have to put your big girl drawers on and you're just going to have to, do it, sis. You don't want to get 6 months down the road and you thinking about, man, I wonder where I would be now had I just kept doing it. If I had just kept going, if I had just kept, doing my thing, where would I be now? But we want to be on the other side of if. So what I wrote to the ladies in this group is the word if has kept me from doing so many things and even exploring things I normally wouldn't have looked into. It's easy to start something and 6 months down the road, you look back and if it's staring you in your face. What if I have kept going to the gym? What if I had finished the book? What if I had kept to the clean eating and many more things? Like, what if I hadn't reacted that way or decided to slash the tires, right? Because the word if can also take you down a dark road. Yes, if comes with repercussions and consequences should we act upon it. However, what if we decided to ban the word altogether and just do it? If is the enemy to all our failures and regrets. I challenge you that as you go through life, as you go through the rest of this year, that you bust if in the face. It's not on your side. As a matter of fact, it's on the opposing team and it's got a bet in that you're not going to finish. You're not going to complete what you started because you always start and never stick to anything. And while that may have been true in the past, this is a new year, a new you, and you got to beat if. Don't let if win this time. It has knocked you down so many times. But this time, you are determined to win. All bets are off the table. Ilf has stabbed you in the back so many times. And while it has the money to bet against you, you have the knife this time to cut Ilf out of your life. Finish this and you will be on a great start to finish every other thing Ilf sabotage. So finish this. Whatever you started the year doing, finish it. Okay? And if you finish it, you're going to bust Ilf in the face. And then next thing you know, this will be a good road for you to start moving forward in everything else, right, that God has laid out for you, or that God wants you to do, or that you need to do for yourself. You know what? Paul said it best when he said, I press toward the mark of the high calling of Jesus Christ. And that's Philippians 3:13. Now, the verse ahead of that says, forgetting what's behind, out with the old and in with the new. Sometimes what keeps people back is Ilf can take you back 10, 15, 20 years. And you thinking about, oh, well, I remember 2 years ago, I was doing good with, I was doing the right thing. I was on the right road to losing weight. And then, I wonder where I would be right now. It's always got you reminiscing and thinking about old times past. Okay, let's get out of that. Okay, we're in a new year. So Ilf is going to have to keep up. All right, so we can start new. So if you woke up this morning, if you're looking at this video, then that means that, guess what? You have a new start. It's a new day. It's a new year. And you need to start. You need to move forward. Okay, forget that. There's a lot of things that I should have done like many years ago, but I can't dwell on that. Okay, this is a new year, another opportunity, another chance. And who knows, I may not need to do that stuff from old times past. I might need to start doing something new. So therefore, that's what I'm going to do. All right, and that's what you need to do. Forget about what didn't happen and quit fantasizing about where you would be had you started 10, 20, or 30 years ago. Maybe you're in the dumps about something you should have started a year or even a month ago. Well, let me tell you, my friend, there's nothing like the present. There's no time than the time we all have now. It takes 21 days to form a habit. So keep going. You're going to win this time. You're going to win this time. This time, you're going to do it. This time, you're going to finish it. This time, you're going to lose the weight. Okay? This time, you're going to save the money. This time, you're going to do everything that you got on your truth list to do. So there are more people rooting for you than against you. And that's something Ilf will not tell you. This is your year. You got this. This is your year. You got this. Okay. So that's all I have for today. I hope you got something out of this message. And if so, leave a like. And if you choose to, you don't have to. Okay, we all grown. You can do what you want to do, but you can subscribe if you want to see more content like this. But on the other side of Ilf is what you will be. Okay. Is what you will be. It's on the other side of Ilf. Quit saying what if. I can, I will, I'm gonna, I am. Okay, those are our words for this year. So I pray you have the most amazing January, the most amazing 2023. Of course, we'll see each other again. All right. You'll hear my voice. You'll see my face. And I hope to see yours. Okay. Let's make this year one of the best years of our entire life. Okay. So God bless you. I love you. And until next time, I'll see you later. Oh, and I forgot to mention, stay tuned to this channel or the podcast, whichever one you're listening to me on. because I have something amazing coming out soon. I know I said in December, if you listen to the podcast, that the beginning of the year I'm going to be doing a lot of marketing. Well, some things got set back, but it's okay. All right, it's okay. It's still going to be done. But I've been working with an author. Her name is Yolanda Randolph, and I promise you, we got something for the ladies and the men. I think men can glean from this, but the ladies, I promise you, you don't want to miss it. I'm going to be advertising on this channel. I can't wait for you to see it. I can't wait to talk about it. And yeah, we're just going to talk about the conversation. But in the meantime, if you want to listen to Yolanda, and you will, because she's all about encouragement and uplifting women, she has a podcast called Her Intuition Movement. It's on Spotify, it's on Apple, or wherever your podcast, your favorite podcast stations and music resides. So I promise you, go visit her site. Listen to her, okay? She's gonna pump you up, okay? She's gonna get you on another level, I promise you. So, but yes, I can't wait to talk about this new project and what we're doing, and I pray that it inspires many, many women. Okay, women of all ages, well, maybe not all ages, but women of different colors and backgrounds. But anyway, so that's coming, so stay tuned. Talk to you later. That was it for today's episode. I hope you were inspired and feel positive vibes whenever you spend some time with me, Rashonda, and the Matters of the Heart podcast. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to join me next time as we dive deeper into our spiritual, mental, and physical journey. You can follow Matters of the Heart podcast on Facebook to stay tuned for what's coming next. Feel free to share the episodes while you're here. Also, stay with me by subscribing wherever your favorite music and podcast stations reside. And as always, watch your heart, because its actions will follow. Thank you for listening.